I call to order this meeting of the Pasadena Independent School District Board of Trustees in regular session on Tuesday, February 24, 2026, in the boardroom of the Deanne Powell Administration Building, 3920 Mickey Gilley Boulevard, Pasadena, Texas, at 5:30 p.m. Board members present: Casey Phelan, Marshall Kendrick, Nelda Sullivan, Joe Campos, Crystal Davila, Paola Gonzalez, and me, Kenny Fernandez. Board members absent, 0. Let the record indicate that a quorum of board members is present, that this meeting is duly called, and that notice of this meeting was posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code Chapter 551. At this time, we invite you to stand, remove your hats for the invocation and the pledges. Our invocation will be given by Ms. Gonzalez, and our pledges by Ms. Davila.
God, we thank you so much for today. We thank you that you allowed us to gather together to make decisions for our district. I pray that you guide us, you lead us as we lead others. I pray for our district. I pray for our children, our staff. Keep them safe, and as always, lead them to you. In Jesus' name.
Of the United States of America, republic for which it stands, nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
May be seated. That sounded really good. All right, this now leads us to public comment according to BED Local. This portion of our agenda allows for speakers to directly address the board. We ask that all speakers refrain from using profane or vulgar language. Complaints about an individual student and/or employee should seek resolution through the district's grievance process outlined in the applicable Pasadena ISD Board Policy DGBA, F&G, or GF. If a formal grievance has been filed with the district, you are encouraged to keep your remarks within the allotted 3-minute period and limit them to general discussion of your concern. Please refrain from addressing specific details or merits of your complaints, as those matters are being handled through the district's formal grievance process. Additionally, we ask that speakers respect the privacy of others, and in doing so, refrain from naming employees and/or students during the public comment portion of the agenda. Titles may be used instead. This admonition goes for positive or negative remarks. Each person will be limited to a maximum of 3 minutes, and Mr. Phelan will keep time and indicate when you have 1 minute left and when your time has expired. Speakers tonight are Wendy Oliver, Transportation, Raul Isaguero, Derek Dominique, and Frida Quiroz. Ms. Oliver, we'll start with you. And your time will start when you start.
Hey, good evening to the board again. I am here this evening on 12th grader at Pasadena Memorial High School. I have been coming to these board meetings since October 5, seeking resolution. Since I was last here, this is our February meetings. I think
We're asked to pause for a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
We need the microphone. She needs to talk.
Can I start over, please?
Absolutely.
So that it can all be on the record. I will, okay. So even though I can't hear it, okay.
I have the same problem.
Go ahead.
All right, let's start again. My name is Wendy Oliver. I'm here on behalf of a 12th grade student at Pasadena Memorial High School. As this board is well aware, I have been coming to these board meetings since October 2025, seeking resolution regarding my daughter's special education transportation and the provision of her services. We did come to an agreement with the board and the district in January of 2026. And since that time, I'm actually happy to report, while you still left her on January 22nd, I am happy to report that she has not been left since then. So that is a marked improvement to the services that she's been provided since before, when I was coming earlier. I'm still standing, though, as I told January meeting, until I see Pasadena ISD make marked improvements in how all students are receiving their special education services and ensuring that all students are getting their services, their documentation, and the paperwork in a timely manner. Because we had a meeting on January 28th, and I am still awaiting the finalized paperwork from the meeting that was held on January 28th. There is something going on here systemically, and it has to be fixed. It has to be fixed. So you all are the board. We come to you for resolution when we have gone as far as we can go. And if we cannot get resolution from you as the board, then we need new board members. Because you all are supposed to take what we're saying to you, investigate it, and not just push it off to the side because we are vocal about the needs regarding our students. My child graduates in May, prayerfully on May 21st, 2026. You all are going to be very excited about that. You all are probably going to clap the loudest when she graduates, because I won't keep coming to these board meetings on behalf of her. But I am telling you today, just as I told you in January, until you fix the systemic issues that are happening in the special education department regarding these students, I am going to continue to show up, and I am going to continue to offer parents to contact me as an educational consultant at obedusservices@gmail.com, so that I can help them get resolution with the issues that they are having with their students in Pasadena ISD. Now, I'm seeing a bunch of nods in the audience. That means we got some more problems that are going on besides the one that I am reporting to you. And so I am hoping this board will take all of this under consideration and take the appropriate action. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, our next speaker will be Mr. Raul Isguero. Is Mr. Raul in the audience? Okay, well, we'll go through the other speakers, and if he is not here by the time that the last one speaks, then we'll allow him. If not, he will be passed. Mr. Derek Dominic. Mr. Derek. All right, we'll do the same. Miss Frida Giros. You have 3 minutes, and it will start when you start speaking. Mr. Phelan has the 1 minute, and when your time has expired.
Good afternoon, trustees. My name is Frida Quiroz, and I'm here to express my concerns regarding Senate Bill 11, which is a daily period of prayer and reading of the Bible or other religious text policy presented before you today. I'm a proud Dobie High School alumna, and I was a PISD student most of my childhood. I was also previously a social work intern for the district, where in my role I served over 40 students and their families across the district. As a current MSW student and concerned constituent, I urge you all to vote against the adoption of SB 11 during today's vote. If adopted, this would be a logistical nightmare for staff who already have limited instruction time and resources. This includes adding permission slip tracking to their plate, making tough decisions such as designating staff to lead the prayers, and allocating space and time for this daily period of prayer. Senate Bill 11 could also put pressure on students to take part in religious activities just to avoid feeling left out by their peers. This could result in preventable lawsuits, costing taxpayer money. I'd like to remind the board of the current policies in place that already support students and the staff's right to pray. Take, for example, the moment of silence, which is already embedded into the daily schedule. Or the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, which prohibits school districts from substantially burdening a person's free exercise of religion. Formalities and legalities aside, I urge you all to vote with compassion tonight. Think of the Muslim, the Hindu, the Buddhist, and the other non-Christian following faith students on staff of PISD. Think of their safety. Think of the significance of maintaining religious freedom in our public schools right now.
1 minute.
Those principles are what make our schools so great, what makes PISD so great. I think I can trust you all to do what is fair for the ones that you serve and vote to not adopt this resolution. Thank you for your time, board.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to do this again as Mr. Raul in the building. Izquierdo. Okay, he is going to be passed, and then we go to Derek Dominic. All right, going once, twice, and we're going to move.
Just got their hand up.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. So we're going to continue on with the board meeting. Public hearing of annual performance report, including 2024-2025 Texas Academic Performance Report, TAPR. Donna Summers, Executive Director of Program Support and Achievement. Take it away.
All right, good evening, school board, Superintendent Lopez, and guest. This evening, we're fulfilling the requirement under Texas Education Code 39362 to hold a public hearing on our annual performance report for last year, 2024-2025. The Texas Education Code requires the public posting of the report and outlines several required components, including PDFs of our Texas Academic Progress Report, the final 22-23 financial reports, accreditation status, designations and distinctions, campus improvement plan performance objectives, violent or criminal offense summary, student performance in post-secondary institution, and progress towards House Bill 3 goals. The communications team graciously compiles and posts the annual performance report on the district website each year under the required postings for accountability. So we want to make sure that everyone knows where that is, because that is one of the most important parts of today's public hearing. So on the district website, if you go to the Our District menu, and if you go down to the bottom of that menu, it'll say required postings at the very bottom. And there are multiple required postings, but what we're talking about today falls under the branch of accountability. We not only post our annual performance report, which is a summary of everything bulleted there, but we also post everything separately, and we make sure that we maintain 3 years minimum of everything. So this is the one-stop shop for anything you want to know about performance reporting in Pasadena. Most of it, if not everything, for the 24-25 school year was shared with you at board meetings, in the board reports, or in educational spotlights, and that will continue throughout this year. But that said, I want to highlight 4 items that we kind of talk about every year. And the first one is our college career military readiness. For the class of 2024, we reached an all-time high of 91.9% of our graduates being college career or military ready. So congratulations to everyone who made that happen. Not only that, but we outpaced the state by 10 percentage points. In addition, all of our student groups, including bilingual ESL and special education, achieved at least 88% college career military readiness, and we exceeded all of the state and federal accountability targets by far. So we are still moving forward, progressing, and growing. On the other end of the grade level spectrum, we're going to talk about our kindergarten and pre-K and how ready they are. 62.8% of our students were identified as kindergarten ready. Again, this percentage is higher than the region, in this case by 7 points, and another 10 points higher than the state's overall. When narrowing down that readiness to just students who attended pre-K in a Texas public school with regular attendance, we jump up even further to 73% and then exceed the region and the state by 13 percentage points or more. So at both ends of our spectrum, we're seeing great things happen, and of course, everywhere in between. None of these accomplishments, however, from one end of the spectrum to the other, would happen without great staff. So a few things about our staff that we saw in this year's report. In terms of retention and for instructional staff, the average years of our administration personnel experience at the campus level is 7, and that again is above the state average. Our teacher turnover rate is 15%, which is 3% lower, which is what we want, than the state average. I wanted to just wrap up by reminding everyone that the district ended very strong last year with an 84 accountability rating overall, which was 2 years of progressive growth. And in this rate, in another year or two, you're going to see an A. And what does that mean? That means that when compared to districts like us, we are well above average. C is average, and we are well above average at a mid-B right now, with 111 special academic distinctions for our campuses. It was a great year, and Pasadena just keeps doing well. That's it for our public hearing. The point was to make sure we knew where the report is and the kind of things that are in it. So, Board, do you have any questions for me before I step away? To you too, sir. Thank you.
Good work. Thank you.
Working hard.
We appreciate it.
Great work for everybody.
Yes.
Does anybody in the room have any questions about the location or the content of the report? It's all very exciting, I know.
Did you want to recognize your team? Do you have your team with you?
My team is not here.
Okay.
She's a team of one.
I would like to recognize that I am leaving because my son's getting married this week and I am making bouquets. I will see y'all same time, same place next year.
Thank you so much. Okay, this brings us to policy update presentation by Ms. Jody Kinnemer, General Counsel. You didn't need a dolly for that, did you?
Not today. Good evening, board members. As you know, we went through last week very quickly the different local policies that were affected as part of Update 126 flowing from the last legislative session. If you guys have any questions related to those recommendations or the rationale for changes on any of those local policies, then I would be happy to entertain questions. We need to go back over those.
No, you presented very well. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Yep.
Any questions? Any other comments? All right. With that being said, we're going to adjourn to closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071, 551.072, and 551.074, and 551.076. We will reconvene as close to 7 p.m. as possible. All right, we reconvene in open session at 7:27 p.m., and we now have special recognition.
So tonight, we are proud to honor Coach Emmanuel Moreno Jr., longtime head tennis coach for J. Frank Dobie High School, and a newly inducted member of the Texas Tennis Coaches Association Hall of Fame. Coach Moreno. Congratulations.
Red looks good on you, man. The blue one looks better.
So Coach Moreno is in his 27th year at Dobie and his 44th year of coaching overall. During his tenure, he guided numerous district championships and led the Longhorns to their winningest fall season ever in 2019. His contributions extend far beyond competition. Coach Moreno has twice received the USTA Texas Lloyd Sessions Educational Merit Award, earned the TTCA 5A 6A Coach of the Year honor, and was recently highlighted as one of the top high school coaches in the nation. So let's once again please join me in congratulating Coach Moreno. Thank you for all you do, Coach. It looks like you got some of your players over there. We're excited that y'all are here with us too. Okay, next up, we've got some great things coming tonight. So we'd like to introduce Kristen Eberhardt, a science teacher at South Houston High School, who will present the NASA Space University Scholarship winners. Thank you for being here, Kristen.
Thank you to our president and the board. Thank you so much for having me today and introducing our students. The Gene Krantz Scholarship Program for NASA Space University is awarded to students who would like to attend NASA's Space University. This is a 5-day STEM intensive program inspired by current space exploration projects such as the Artemis mission. Our students will engage in hands-on engineering projects, data collection, and real-world analysis from the NASA experts. They'll get behind-the-scenes tours of astronaut training facilities, and they get to hear from some of the engineers and astronauts who are currently working on NASA projects. Out of hundreds of applicants across 8 states, this scholarship is awarded to only 10 students, and 3 of those students are from Pasadena ISD.
There you go.
Our students were honored at a formal banquet at Space Center Houston on January 16th, where Mr. Gene Krantz, NASA's second space flight director, who directed the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo missions, presented their awards and scholarships in person. At this time, we would like to go ahead and recognize our 3 scholarship recipients. Miguel Villegas, 9th grader at South Houston High School. Pilar Cabrera and Enid Chapman Dawn, both of Miller Intermediate. We would also like to recognize a 4th Pasadena ISD student from Miller Intermediate, Florentina Silva. She will be attending NASA's Space Center University in the fall on a full scholarship award, thanks to NASA astronaut Megan MacArthur. The commitment from our Pasadena ISD's amazing educators has positively impacted these students by continuously working to provide unique chances to explore new horizons. Congratulations to each of these students. This is our Pasadena ISD.
Do we have any parents or teachers of these students in the audience? We would like to recognize you too, if you would stand. If you're the educators or the parents of these students, congratulations. Great work. You make us all so proud. Okay, our next is for our food drive, and we have, who do we have here with us tonight? We have Miss Lupita Monreal, and this is in representation of Mayor Shanebine, right, that has dedicated partners to advocate for the community, consistently supporting initiatives that strengthen the connection between the city and our schools. Through their leadership, it reflects a deep commitment to ensuring that Pasadena remains a place where families thrive and students have every opportunity to succeed. They are here to acknowledge Pasadena's ISD's participation in the City Food Drive, an effort that highlights the generosity, teamwork, and compassion of our students and staff. Their presence tonight is a reminder that the strong partnership between the City of Pasadena and Pasadena ISD is and what we can accomplish when we unite as neighbors to serve together. And I believe she has Miss Tish Eubanks with her tonight as well. Oh, you were behind the flowers, so wanted to make sure that I recognized. And Jessica, is that with you too? So, you are behind the flowers. You look beautiful through the flowers. So thank you for being here this evening. And you have something to share?
Good evening to all. My name is Lupita Monreal. I am the volunteer Pasadena manager and also the chairperson for the Pasadena Food Drive. The Pasadena Food Drive exists because of strong partnerships between the city and our school district. Today, we are proud to recognize the Pasadena Independent School District as a top contributor to the Pasadena Food Drive. Pasadena ISD has participated in the food drive for many years. Our goal is always to increase the amount of food we collect each year. And this past year, we had 52 schools participate in our food drive. Pasadena ISD has gone above and beyond, supporting the food drive with food items even in times of crisis. Since 2022, PISD collected 148,000 pounds of food, directly impacting families in need. Yes. This food drive is invaluable to our community. We are teaching the future of Pasadena the importance of giving back while also benefiting from it. This school district has shown true leadership and dedication, which make it deserving of today's recognition. At this time, it is my honor to present the award to Dr. Tony Lopez and President Kenny Fernandez for the outstanding partnership with the City of Pasadena and contributions to the Pasadena Food Drive. Thank you all so much.
That's always a fun time because there might be just a little bit of competition with that food drive. Tish knows what she's doing to get the food drive participation up. So now let's present a McDonald's Texas Invitational basketball tournament information. So for more than 2 decades, the McDonald's Texas Invitational basketball tournament has stood as one of Pasadena ISD's most meaningful partnerships, uniting athletics, community, philanthropy, and in support of students and teachers across the district. Since its inception in 2003, The tournament has grown into a nationally respected event, bringing together elite competition, community partnerships, and sustained commitment to serving Pasadena ISD. The 2025 McDonald's Texas Invitational once again demonstrated the power of this commitment. Through the dedication of the tournament steering committee, volunteers, sponsors, and community partners, proceeds from this year's event are being presented to the Pasadena ISD Education Foundation to directly support innovative programs, student opportunities, and classroom initiatives throughout the district. At this time, I would like to recognize and invite someone up that is no stranger to the microphone, Dr. Kirk Lewis, to speak on behalf of the tournament.
Introduction. Took away half my speech.
Now I'm worried. Now I'm worried.
Go off script.
You have 3 minutes.
Thank you. I still obey. Thank y'all for letting me come tonight to make this presentation to you. It is always a delight to be able to come and give the proceeds of the tournament to the foundation and ultimately to the district teachers and students. We enjoy so much putting the tournament on, knowing that the cause is great. And so we appreciate that opportunity. I have a privilege of serving with a 30-member steering committee that pulls all the details of the tournament together. I could not do this without them, obviously, because they take care of the thousands of details that have to take place every year to make that tournament work. And so if you're a member of the steering committee that's here today, would you either stand or raise your hand if you're already standing? Again, these folks... Thank you. Thank you very much. These folks do an amazing job. It takes a lot of worry off of me just to release them and let them do what they do, and they do it with such passion and such grace. The tournament success is due largely, though, to the commitment of over 300 volunteers from our community that participate in various ways throughout the 3-day tournament as it takes place. They're the ones that grease the wheels and actually make it work in the end. And so we're just very much appreciative of those who volunteer to serve in that capacity. Every year, the coaches and the teams who come tell us how great the hospitality is, the friendliness of the volunteers, the helpfulness of the volunteers. So we're just excited that we're able to do that. For the past several years, though, the thing that really has kind of put that over the top is that we have found ways of engaging our students in the process. Our culinary arts students and our hospitality students prepare food at each of the hospitality locations, serve that food to the coaches, the volunteers, the game officials when they come, and their professionalism is just amazing. They get such hands-on life experiences through the disciplines that they're studying that we're delighted to be able to do that. And then in addition to those two groups, our audiovisual students that do an amazing job of live streaming more than 190 basketball games over the course of the three days, utilizing social media in a lot of different ways that I will never understand. They tell me that we had more than 2 million social media hits or impressions or whatever it is you call those things. I don't know what it is, but they tell me it's really good. And so I'll buy into that. I think it's really good. And those students and those teachers that work with them are to be commended. So if you've volunteered in any capacity in the tournament this last year, please stand or raise your hand. The steering committee meets after the tournament, we do like to recognize a couple of volunteers for outstanding effort, and so I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to do that again tonight. The Barry Harris Extra Effort Award usually goes to someone who puts in more than their fair share of work to make the tournament work. This year, the presentation goes to Troy McCarley, who is, I think, in Barbados on a beach somewhere. I told him I would read the citation for him, and he could stay on the beach, and we'll find a way of getting that trophy to him later. But the MTI is a joint operation with the city and Pasadena and the Pasadena Chamber of Commerce and the Pasadena School District. When it comes to Pasadena ISD's involvement, so much of the work of the past several years has been coordinated by Troy McCarley. His whirlwind approach, if that's a fair way of saying it, to leadership is deeply and intentionally hands-on. Simply put, Troy makes things happen. If there's anything that needs to get done and we're not quite sure who to approach about it, we just say something to Troy and it gets taken care of. He's the hub through which all of that work gets done. So if he sees something that needs to be done, he does it sometimes even without asking, and I appreciate that a lot. So as a result of his efforts, the rare hiccups that we have in a tournament like this get addressed quickly, and his work is instrumental in making that happen. So we would present the Barry Harris Extra Effort Award to him when he gets back from his trip. The other award we give, it goes to just the Volunteer of the Year, someone who does their work and does it incredibly well. And so this year, our award goes to Aja Roveras. You'll step forward. So let me read this and embarrass her for just a minute. Aja has served as the team captain at South Houston High School for the past 8 years. Her attention to detail is flawless, and she goes constantly beyond the job description to ensure that the experiences that our teams and our coaches and our fans have during the tournament is unparalleled and unmatched. The volunteers on site sing her praises, and so do we. Aja is knowledgeable about various aspects of the tournament, keeps on top of things by attending every meeting that is asked of her. Truthfully, she could probably lead most of them. She's been to enough. Her attitude is always friendly and helpful. Her professionalism contributes to the overall thorough impression of the McDonald's Texas Invitational. And for these reasons, we recommend Aja to receive this award and wanted to present that to you tonight. Mr. Kendrick, I've exceeded my 3 minutes, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep going. You'll forgive me later, okay? In addition to the volunteers and the steering committee and those at work, we could not do this without the sponsors who make this possible. There are about 140 business and individuals in our community that support the tournament as sponsors. We're extremely grateful for every donation that we get from them. But I'd be a little remiss if I didn't pay tribute to the Houston Regional McDonald's restaurants for their continued support as our title sponsor. They do a fantastic job for us. I'm extremely grateful to Nellie and Maricel Chiano, who have been instrumental in partnering the McDonald's group with our tournament. And I know the tournament would not happen without their support, nor would it happen without the support of the City of Pasadena and the Pasadena Chamber of Commerce and this school district. So if you or your company sponsored the MTI this year, would you please stand or raise your hand? I know there are some of you here, don't be shy, unless you think somebody's going to ask you for money. Okay. There are a lot of those folks out there, and we appreciate that very much. The tournament is a fundraiser. It's more than a basketball tournament. When we started this, when Ben Metter began it in 2003, he wanted the tournament to provide funds for kids in a direct way. And so that's the primary reason for our tournament. It remains our mission each and every year. As I said earlier, those proceeds, once expenses are removed, go directly to the education foundations in both Pasadena and Deer Park ISD, and then ultimately to the teachers and students through grant requests for innovative teaching strategies and materials that directly benefit those students in the classroom and ultimately truly make a difference in the lives of kids. So I'll tell you that our students benefit from that. The learning opportunities that they get are extensive and certainly enriching for them, so we appreciate all that that does for them. So let me cut to the chase now and present the check to you. I'd like for Dr. Lopez and Kenny Fernandez to come down to the front to join Emily and I as we make this presentation. I'll tell you that as a steering committee, we had a goal this year to exceed $4 million mark in payout to the education foundations in Pasadena and Deer Park, and I'm happy to announce that we did that after this year. Thank you. Since the inception of the McDonald's Texas Invitational, now we have given $4,011,000 and a little bit of change to the tournament. In addition, for the fourth year in a row, we've set a record for the total amount of giving. The combined total this year is $284,996. $50,000 of that will go to Deer Park for their partnership with us, and the rest of that comes to PISD. So let me make that presentation. She had a $20 bill. So right now, we're $30 short of that. And I would did anybody bring up some money tonight? I need $30. So I'm going to give this to all of you here. Oh, Lord. A penny saved is a penny earned.
Dr. Lewis, don't go far. We need you to stay right there.
Oh, you went over 3 minutes.
That's right. That's what you get.
Take the microphone away from me.
Yeah, exactly. So for more than 40 years, Dr. Kirk Lewis has demonstrated unwavering dedication to the students of Pasadena ISD, leaving an impact that spans for generations. His commitment to the McDonald's Texas Invitational dates back to its very beginning in 2003, making him one of the tournament's most enduring champions. Over the years, he has witnessed the rise of future NBA stars, including Marcus Smart, Cason Wallace, and Quentin Grimes, as they showcase their talents on our courts. He's been there for it all, the unforgettable buzzer beaters, the stunning upsets, and even the occasional broken backboards. Always supporting the spirit of competition and excellence that defines this event. Under Kirk's leadership, the McDonald's tournament has grown into a nationally recognized tournament and a powerful force for good in our community. In just 22 years, he and the planning committee have helped raise more than $4 million to support teachers and students of Pasadena ISD. An extraordinary accomplishment that reflects not only organizational skills, but your heart. None of this would have been possible without your vision, your attention to detail, and most importantly, your profound love for students we serve. Today, we are honoring you, Dr. Kirk Lewis, for your legacy of service, your leadership, and your belief in the potential of every Pasadena ISD student. Kirk, come to the front. Thank you so much for all you've done. That's one of the things we feel like we want to honor Dr. Lewis.
I'm the chairman of the McDonald's Texas Invitational Basketball Tournament. Not only are fans going to be entertained, I'm into Pasadena that maybe don't know us as a community and go away with a positive feeling about it. Also know that kids are going to benefit. The purpose of the tournament is to raise funds for our children, our teachers, provide innovative instruction for kids. The real exciting thing to me about the tournament itself is what it does for our teachers and our students. It allowed me from my retirement as superintendent to stay involved in a part of the school district that I love so very much. But at this will be 40 years of that continuous work. So it's bittersweet emotions. But also sad that it will sort of end my school district. I don't ever intend to go away, but it'll end that involvement.
I want to say thank you again. Like, you are a true class act, and you've been the example for many of us on how to serve and make sure that our kids will have what they need. So thank you for that.
Sincerely, thank you for the opportunity to continue that work that I left 10, 11 years ago now. This is a district that's special. So many times it never ceased to amaze me when I walked into a classroom to see the kind of work that was being done, not just in terms of academic teaching, but in terms of loving kids. And it's a district that consistently has done that for decades. And a lot of that, truthfully, comes because of the board's commitment. And it's your heart, your dedication to make those kind of things happen, providing the resources that teachers need, principals need, that support staff need. So I commend you for that and encourage you to keep doing it. The state makes it hard these days. Hard on teachers, hard on leadership. So just keep encouraging them to keep their chin up and keep doing what they do in the proper way. Because regardless of what happens in Austin or Washington or anything else, the real truth is in the classroom. And I applaud our teachers and our principals for all they do. Just keep at it. And thank you for allowing me to share so much of my life with you. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll continue. Consent agenda. Do I hear a motion
I
to?
move that we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, second by Mr. Phelan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Personnel section, consideration and possible approval of the administrative personnel.
Mr. President, I move that we approve Addenda A.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, second by Ms. Gonzalez. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Ms. Sullivan, would you like to present?
Yes. Is Miss Stephanie? There she is. Ms. Saavedra has been approved for the position. Again. Mrs. Saavedra has been approved for the position of bilingual and ESL director for the remainder of the 25-26 school year, replacing Mr. Marchand, who retired. Congratulations. And I know that you have your family with you tonight. Would you please introduce for those that don't know? Would they stand?
Who?
You can stand up, Mr. Saavedra. We'll let you stand up. Great. As you can see, she's well versed with the personnel within our district. Congratulations.
All right, now we move to certified personnel for 2025-2026 school year for information only. Support personnel for 2025-2026 school year for information only. And we want to thank you again for the newly appointed member of our team. We're excited to have you to keep the district going and the success that you have. You can stay if you want, or you can step outside and take pictures and fellowship with family. So. Okay. While they step out,
I'd like to say a few words. I've been on this school board for going on 37 years. Last week we had a celebration of life for my wife. I don't have the words to express the thanks and love for this district, for the personnel, for the show of love and cards, phone calls, texts, flowers. Just an outpouring of a family that I love and I've been a part of so long. And I can't say enough of what you do and how much you supported me over the years, and the graciousness you've treated me and my family with Dee Dee passing away. But thank you so much. God bless you.
thank you, Mr. Kendrick. This moves us to our education section, Special Education Spotlight by Michelle LeBlue, Executive Director of Special Education. Ms. LeBlue, there you go.
Good evening, President Fernandez, Dr. Lopez, esteemed Board of Trustees, and honored guests. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to showcase some of the amazing things that are occurring within our special education department here in Pasadena ISD. The portrait of a graduate, leadership definition, and strategic plan consistently guide our training, planning, support, and services for the students, staff, families, and community of the Special Education Department in Pasadena ISD. For excellence, the Special Education Department prides itself on a steadfast commitment to excellence and continued improvement. I would like to acknowledge our special education leaders. Those of you in the back, will you please stand or wave your hand? We made significant gains in academic achievement, including our end-of-course passing rates, star performance among our students who graduated and exited the special education program, as well as our college, career, military readiness, and our graduation rates. These outcomes reflect the dedication of our staff, the strength of our instructional partnerships, and our unwavering belief in the potential of every student we serve. One of our adaptive PE teachers applied for and successfully secured a grant to provide our student with specialized equipment, ensuring she has the opportunity to fully participate and excel in her educational journey. One of our more students participated in the 100th day of school celebration with their non-disabled peers. Our Pasadena Memorial Omega students focused on the road to graduation and all of the activities necessary for future success. We are thrilled to share the latest happenings with our Best Buddies group at Miller. In Best Buddies, the Able One students collaborate with their peers in general education, fostering relationships through enjoyable and engaging activities. You'll often see our Best Buddies spending time together during lunch and gym. Our Best Buddies initiative cultivates authentic one-to-one relationships and friendships among all students. This group nurtures a culture of kindness and belonging. Our Best Buddies have become true friends. For opportunities, the Special Education Department is committed to empowering students with disabilities through inclusive, future-focused initiatives. We've expanded access to real-world experiences and family engagement by hosting transition fairs, offering targeted parent trainings, and collaborating closely with other departments across our district. Those efforts reflect our belief that every student deserves a clear path to success academically, socially, and beyond graduation. The least restrictive environment focuses on educating students alongside their non-disabled peers. Dobie led the way for our district, and Pasadena High School followed by transitioning several students out of Omega, which is a self-contained program, so that our students can be out in the general education population with their peers. After forming an autism coalition with diverse stakeholders across the entire district, we are proud to say that we will be opening fewer new ABLE units this year than we have in years past. The special ed team took part in the campus-wide curriculum night at South Belt Elementary, showcasing numerous ways for families to blend writing and sensory activities at home. Each family left with alphabet cards featuring letter formation strokes to support their child's reading while at home. The Christmas Around the World event and Turner's Able and Success classes offered a unique chance to virtually transport visitors to different countries through the festive season. Each year, this small but highly specialized team of occupational and physical therapists support hundreds of students across the district. Their combined efforts allow students to participate fully and access instructional design to help them succeed. When students can access their school, they can access their future. And our therapy team makes sure that that's possible every single day. Our dedicated team of speech therapists in Pasadena ISD have elevated the practice of speech therapy. They are now offering students the chance to receive therapy right in their classrooms, eliminating the need for them to be pulled out of their natural learning environment. For experiences, South Houston High School honored 2 Omega students as their Omega Homecoming King and Queen this past football season. Dobie also nominated one of our non-public day school students to be on the homecoming court, even though he doesn't step foot on their campus. Students in the Able One program at Teague Elementary are gaining valuable life and vocational skills by creating and selling products on campus. Through this hands-on experience, they learn to interact using appropriate social skills, exchange money, and problem solve in real time. These opportunities foster independence, confidence, and meaningful connections, preparing students for success beyond the classroom. Our adaptive PE program proudly hosts the annual Young Athletes event, which is an energetic celebration where students with disabilities showcase their skills, compete in a variety of activities, and simply have fun. This event fosters inclusion by partnering with our ROTC and robotic clubs. It's a powerful reminder of what's possible when we come together to champion each child's potential. At Jensen, inclusion isn't just a practice, it's a point of pride. Several students were recipients of the Student of the Month Award this year. Sam Rayburn strengthens student engagement across all programs by creating meaningful inclusion opportunities for Omega students throughout the year. Events such as homecoming dances, rodeo days, and many other activities bring them together, fostering connections and a strong sense of belonging on campus. It ensures every student is welcomed, valued, and included in the full life of school. One of our Omega students is on the South Houston High School powerlifting team. He just set the school record for squatting 685 pounds.
Wow.
Bush Elementary encouraged student-led art meetings, which featured PowerPoint presentations that enhanced inclusivity and allowed their parents to get a sense of seeing their students' work on the big screen. Our success class at Sullivan Middle School engages in daily life skills practice through the Bites and Delights program. Staff members can pre-order or visit the class to place orders. Every student participates in various roles to support the business, including our nonverbal students using voice output devices to greet customers and place their orders. A total of 753 Pasadena ISD elementary students with severe and profound disabilities received Christmas gifts this past year through a special partnership between the Pasadena ISD Education Department and the Be an Angel Foundation. This collaboration ensured that our students experienced joy, support, and a sense of celebration. Our next steps. Our special education department is committed to continuous improvement. We are dedicated to maintaining our existing practices while striving for consistent annual progress. We aim to increase the time students spend in their general education classrooms. One goal is to decrease the number of students attending non-public day schools by addressing their significant needs here in their neighborhood schools. We are placing a strong emphasis on reaching out to students from private schools and homeschools to join the PISD Special Education Department. Our efforts are focused on increasing the number of graduates and increasing the completion rate for our post-secondary outcomes. I would like to thank you for giving us your time and attention tonight. And this is just a small example of the accomplishments of the Special Education Department in our Pasadena.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michelle. Those are pictures, but man, that's a lot of hard work, and we commend you guys on the day in and day out work that you do with our students.
And as a parent myself, I just want to give all of you kudos because you're doing an amazing job, and I'm very, very grateful for what you do every single day for our students. Thank you.
Every slide was a wow.
Yeah, it was. I didn't think they could top the last slide, but they kept doing it, so that's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, can we get that kid on the offensive line?
Yeah.
Next step.
Yeah. Okay, so we're bringing up another shining star, Tanya Hagar, our Executive Director of Career and Technical Education.
I think I'm going to go old school with the clicker here. So, all right. Well, good evening, board members and Dr. Lopez, and happy National CTE Month. It is always exciting to have an opportunity to share some of the great work taking place in career and technical education. So thank you for giving us the time to do so. This year, our department is embracing the theme Future Ready as we focus on preparing every PISD graduate for life beyond high school. Tonight, I'd like to share how our work is helping set students up for success and how these efforts aligned with the priorities outlined in the district's 2025 to 2030 strategic plan. Oh, well, that didn't work for me. Okay, am I going to have to use this? Okay, here we go. It's going to work now. All right. Sorry about that. All right, in the area of excellence, I am proud to share that for the second year in a row, we were named a CTE District of Distinction, placing us in the top 6% of districts statewide. This honor reflects the high-quality career and technical education our teachers provide, the amazing work of our administrative team sitting right here in front of me, and the strong support that we receive from this district. So thank you all for seeing the value in this work and for just continuing to champion career and technical education. We also see excellence reflected in the record-breaking 6,255 certifications our students earned last school year. And although these credentials contribute to CCMR and support campus and district accountability, their true value lies in the doors they open for students, strengthening job prospects and enhancing their college admissions opportunities. Last year, notable growth was seen in both of our engineering and electrical certification numbers, and so far this year, welding, business, and automotive certifications are off to a strong start. Excellence is also evident in our students' involvement in career and technical student organizations, where participation leads to remarkable success at the state and national levels. Last year, 345 students advanced to state competitions and 35 moved on to nationals, including the archery team from Pasadena Memorial, who placed 5th in the nation, and a Business Professionals of America student from Pasadena High School who placed 3rd in the nation. The skills and experiences students gain through these organizations extend far beyond the competition floor, shaping every part of their lives and reflecting the true portrait of a graduate. Opportunity is the next priority woven throughout everything we do in CTE. It begins with the enrichment experiences available to students, such as robotics, offered district-wide at every grade level, and our ever-popular summer camps where hundreds of students leave each year with smiles on their faces, completed projects in hands, and newfound knowledge and friendships. Students also have opportunities to explore careers through engaging hands-on activities in our new CTE mobile labs. These labs are traveling across the district, introducing students to industry-aligned equipment, real-world skills, and the many career pathways available to them. Like excellence and opportunity, experiences are the backbone of the work we do in CTE. Whether these experiences include competing against area restaurants at the Taste of the Town, participating in hospital rotations, or streaming basketball games at the McDonald's Texas Invitational. These real-world experiences build character, strengthen confidence, and open doors for future success in college, careers, and life. The vast number of business partners who wish to provide experiences to our Pasadena ISD students in the form of site visits, internships, and job opportunities is a testament to our community's belief in the potential of our students and the shared commitment to preparing the future workforce. These experiences allow students like Tyler and Alicio to begin their careers early, interning aboard the Sam Houston while still in high school and now working in the maritime industry. They support students like Tomas, an engineering intern who worked with NASA while still in high school and now contributes to troubleshooting designs for the next lunar rover. And they create pathways for our IT students who are currently interning in our tech services department, gaining valuable hands-on experience they can carry forward as they pursue careers in this field. This represents only a glimpse of the incredible work taking place in career and technical education. Every day, we remain committed to preparing our students for their next step after graduation by providing excellence, opportunity, and meaningful experiences. To further highlight this impact, I invite you to watch a brief video featuring one of our industry partners showcasing the powerful influence CTE has on our students and our community.
What I see in your students from Pasadena ISD are students who are really being introduced to industry. The instructors know industry, support industry, and make sure that the children, the students, are getting a great background, a background that includes learning how to work safety, learning how to work productively, learning to produce quality work, and those are essential needs for our industry.
Board members and Dr. Lopez, thank you so much for your continued support. None of these successes would be possible without your leadership and your commitment to career and technical education. So thank you.
Tanya and your team, thank you too, but I also heard that it was somebody's birthday today. That might be Tanya Hagar, so we're going to wish you a big happy birthday. Great job on your presentation.
Yeah, they make a ceiling over there with glass because every year you are just going through the roof. So thank you, keep it up.
Fantastic.
All right, I don't know how I can top that, so I'm just going to continue back into the education section. Consideration possible approval of the Texas Education Agency, TEA 2025-2026 Sustainable Residency Implementation Continuation Grant for $225,000.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, second by Ms. Davila. All in favor? I'm sorry, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval for the Pasadena Memorial High School students to travel to Bloomington, Indiana on June 20th through 27th, 2026 to attend the International Thespian Competition and Festival for approximately $35,000.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, second by Ms. Gonzalez. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Student achievement for information only. Please make sure you take a look at the following amazing achievements of our students and in our district. This moves us to our policy section. Consideration and possible approval for the adoption of the TASB Localized Policy Update 126 affecting the local policies designated on the attached instruction sheet.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Phelan, second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of the adoption of the board resolution designating non-business days for the purpose of responding to public information requests for 2026 calendar school year.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, second by Ms. Gonzalez. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration and possible approval of the adoption of the board resolution regarding the Senate Bill 11 concerning daily period of prayer for reading of the Bible or other religious text.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Kendrick, second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion?
I'd like to bring up a couple of points here. As are many legislative changes, this particular one has no additional funding provided to school districts for this additional prayer period if it were to be adopted. As a parent of 5 kids that already attend this district, I know firsthand that our kids are being given the opportunity, whether it's on a daily basis through a moment of silence in the morning or whether it's on a weekly basis. These moments of silence, they're provided, they can pray, as you have taught them at home, or they just be still. There's weekly gatherings, other opportunities. Our oldest daughter even leads Youth for Christ at her school and every Friday, and she tells me that it grows every week. And so I know that these opportunities are being offered. As a seminary graduate myself, I deeply value religious freedom and religious education. I also believe that religious education begins in the home and is the responsibility that we were entrusted with as parents by God to raise up our children in their faith and do that at home and encourage that also with their peers at school, and these opportunities are already being provided.
Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. Anyone else?
So I would like to say that Pasadena ISD, we do recognize that religion and religious expression are deeply personal and that students and staff's beliefs and practices vary widely. The district already, as Ms. Gonzalez said, already has practices and procedures in place that allow students opportunities to practice their faith in ways that are appropriate, respectful, and consistent. We understand that religious needs are not one size fits all, and limiting religious practices to a single designated time during the day would not always allow to meet the needs of students. For that reason, we believe that flexibility is essential to ensuring students feel respected, supported, and able to fully participate in school while honoring their individual beliefs. Because existing practices already provide students and staff with appropriate opportunities for religious expression, and because a single prescribed approach may unintentionally limit those needs, the administration recommends adopting an alternative resolution to the one proposed by Senate Bill 11. The district remains committed to maintaining an inclusive, respectful learning and working environment and will continue to collaborate with students, families, and campuses to support their needs.
Thank you, Dr. Lopez. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Financial section, consideration possible approval of the budget amendments for January 2026.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, seconded by Ms. Davila. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval to adopt a board resolution declaring an emergency and authorizing employee compensation in response to the cold weather day on January 26, 2026.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Phelan and seconded by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Operational section. Consideration possible approval of the material testing service agreement with Rava Kistner, Inc. for the new softball complex project in the amount of $212,856.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, seconded by Ms. Gonzalez. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of the final change order number 001 for the 2022 Bond HVAC BAS Replacement BMCS Group 1 project in the credit amount of $164,907.91.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, second by Mr. Campos. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of the final change order number 001 for the 2022 bond HVAC priority chiller replacement at Miller Intermediate and Golden Acres Elementary project in the credit amount of $93,129.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Ms. Davila, second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration and possible approval of the allowance expenditure authorization, AEA number 001 for the 2022 Bond New Williams Elementary School Replacement Project in the amount of $34,889.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, second by Mr. Campos. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration and possible approval of the final change order number 001 for the 2022 Bond Roof Replacement Package 3 project at Bondi Intermediate, Fraser Elementary, Suchbury Elementary, and Teague Elementary in the credit amount of $49,627.84.
Second.
That was a motion by Mr. Campos, second by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of the final change order number 01 for the 2022 bond hydronic piping replacement at Burnett Elementary, Fraser Elementary Schools project in the credit amount of $247,713.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, seconded by Ms. Davila. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of the UPS replacement E-rate CSP number 26P-026 LP to CDW Government LLC for the purchase of 50 CyberPower UPS for an estimated total amount of $83,000.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, second by Ms. Gonzalez. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration possible approval of the Internet Port Service CNDC E-rate CSP number 26P-027 LP to Pure Speed Lightwave for an estimated total amount of $151,000.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Sullivan, second by Mr. Campos. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Construction update for information only. Anybody have any questions or discussion on that? Miscellaneous section, district-wide intruder detection audit report finding for information only. We now set the date for the next regular meeting for Tuesday, March 24th, 2026.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Phelan, seconded by Ms. Sullivan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. There being no further business to come before this board, we stand adjourned at 8:31 p.m.